Hello and welcome to this session where I'm going to be exploring healing peaks. And in case you haven't heard of that term before, the healing peak is point 6 on this diagram. So it's something that happens when our body is in that healing phase, that regeneration phase, when it's shifted out of stress and it's working towards getting back to balance, back to homeostasis, back to well-being. And as you can see from this diagram, the healing peak is kind of like a reflection of the stress phase. The stress phase is in red and it's above the line, and so is the healing peak, whereas the regeneration is below the line and it's in green in this diagram. And also the depth of the stress phase, the height of the stress phase, I guess, is mirrored by the depth of the stress phase, of the regeneration phase. And the healing peak will also, the height that it reaches will be related to the intensity of the stress as well. So if the stress is very intense, then the healing peak can also be intense. And we will notice that more or less depending on what the symptoms are of that healing peak, because it has its symptoms too. And if you've watched my other videos, the process of dis-ease and acute versus chronic dis-ease on my YouTube channel on the playlist of Let's Talk Wellbeing, so the same playlist as this video or series of videos, then you'll have seen where I talk about this process in more depth. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, then feel free to just go and watch those series of videos as well, just to give you that greater depth of understanding of this process.